Warning: the content you're about to receive is for the sole purpose of exposing fake trainers, doctors, nutritionists, life coaches, and wellness gurus, in addition to educate them and provide you with accurate information.
Come on!
36 years ago, I became a personal trainer. My objective back then, as it is today, was to get my clients in the best shape of their lives. But in order to do that, I had to know everything about the 3 training components that were responsible for changing the body in the most efficient way. Therein lies the problem. You see, most personal trainers are absolutely incoherent about the 3 training components, and they're dead wrong in the way they train their clients. It's a real issue in the industry. So my mission today is to expose fake trainers and to inform consumers, to talk straight and to provide accurate information. What you're about to see in the upcoming video, I'm telling you, will produce profound results. I urge you to check it out. You will not be sorry. Are you a sheep? Probably are. Most of us are. We all have to start somewhere. And when I first started training, I had no point of reference. I was brand new to the industry. So what I did was buy a muscle magazine. Obviously, that was the best place to start. My goal back then was to get into the bodybuilding world. So I bought one of those magazines. Now I became a follower, and that's okay because you have to start somewhere. But here's the problem that I have seen over the years is that people, or they always stay as sheep. They always follow and they never become proactive and start thinking for themselves. Just because somebody tells you that something is going to work doesn't mean that it will, because if that was the case, then everybody could follow, for example, the Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding routine. And if you followed it to the T, you would get the same kind of results that he did. And that absolutely is not the case. And I think what's happened in the last years with the advent of social media, which I think social media in some way is a good thing, but what it does is, in my opinion, it breeds mediocrity because, especially with these social media trainers, and with these selfies, I don't know, the industry has really changed in a strange way, but it's more about, follow me and do this kind of routine and you could look like me. And I think that is just that's a misinformation. So here's what I would do if I were you, okay, is you need to try everything that you read, you need to try that and document what you're doing. It's an extra step that you have to take, but it's going to pay big dividends, because you'll be able to document your training regimen. You can follow a certain person's routine on social media or wherever, no problem with that, but not necessarily with blind faith, okay? You have to be willing to think for yourself. Document what you're doing, document that regimen that person has talked about and said that you should follow, and document that for 3 weeks and see what kind of results that you make or do not make. That way you can determine what works for you, because you have to understand that everything works to a degree. It's just a question of whether it works to the nth degree. And it takes a little while to find that out. It's a process. Like, there's a reason why 95% of the people who jump into the gym business or as a trainer, personal trainer, being on that side of it, even clients that get into it, or people that get into the industry where they're just working out, 95% of the people fail. And the reason they fail is because the programs that they're on don't reach their expectation, and sometimes that has to do with you, because you're just blindly following what everybody says in the industry. Next thing you know, you're following the next shiny object. Again, the solution for that: do it yourself, and then you determine how well that works for you. The stuff that works, keep it. The stuff that doesn't work, throw it out. If you want more information about this, go to my website or my YouTube channel and subscribe.